Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about guessing the zodiac sign Cancer, and yes, this does apply and pertain to the Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. Well, the first thing I want to get at is, of course, that you got to factor in, as far as the appearance goes, and guessing a zodiac sign by appearance, you've got to factor in the ethnicity and race of a person, because say if a person is black or Asian, a lot of it may, or at least some of it, may not apply and pertain to the person. This is a physical description only, as far as guessing the sign by a physical appearance. Also, that you may, if you don't guess the person's sun sign, you may actually wind up guessing their ascendant or moon sign instead, especially the ascendant, as this often will dominate the appearance of someone. So anyway, people, well, first thing I want to talk about is guessing the zodiac sign Cancer. As far as guessing by appearance, well, Cancer often is diminutive in stature. They often have brown hair. Their limbs are generally short to proportionate. Cancer people can often be heavier than average, and even the slender ones can have a roundish appearance or visage to them. And Cancer people can often be fair complexion. The head can be of a roundish or oval shape. The features can, like the build, can be diminutive. Cancer can have small features. You'll see some Cancers, though, that can have rather large and prominent eyes. The eyebrows may be highly arched and curved. They might have almost that inquisitive question-like look to them. The nose may be sometimes might be prominent on the end, and it may have a saddle kind of look or shape to it. But the teeth with Cancer can often be, the quality is generally not good as far as the teeth go. They can either be decayed or distorted, or might be crooked. They generally are not very good in quality, much like Gemini. Gemini, a lot of them is due to a calcium deficiency. And Cancer, just because generally they can have have the poor quality with their teeth. And thing too is Cancer, as far as their complexion, can often be light. The hair is usually a brownish color, and the forehead can be very prominent. Can have almost a receding like look to it, and round. And anyway, another thing, as far as Cancer goes, as far as trying to guess the person's sign other than appearance, any personality characteristics and traits and mannerisms, well, Cancer, when they walk, one thing, I mean, they could have kind of like a shuffling walk to them when they walk. They seem like, for whatever reason, they have a hard time lifting their feet up. I think a lot like Pisces, it can be similar that way. Cancer often too is really, even though when they get to know somebody they could be rather loquacious and talkative, Cancer can also be very shy and very timid and passive. Now, I don't equate the zodiac sign Cancer with being weak at all, but they can be timid. Cancer can often be a strong family defender, and really, even though Cancer might not speak up for themselves all the time, if you threaten one of their family members, you often may be in for a war with that person. So, and another thing too is, I've noticed with Cancers that even I've done this on occasion, they can be somewhat suspicious, and not as much as like Scorpio, but you ever see a lot of Cancers, I'll notice they'll look out of the corner of their eye, and they'll really, a lot of it reflects that strong suspicion or that uneasiness being around people that they haven't been acquainted with for that long. they often, like Taurus, I think Cancer can often have a hard time as far as eye contact goes due to the inherent shyness associated with this sign. Now, Cancer is often that person that if they see something, like they see a part, something on your shirt or on your clothes, they often feel compelled to go reach out and pull and take it off, whether it's a piece of lint or some article of clothing. Cancer is very nurturing. They're very clingy too, and often, sadly, there can be a little bit of a pesty quality to Cancer. So those are some other ways you can, as far as identifying a Cancer person. And Cancers often, they can be very emotional, and they could cry rather easily. And even when Cancer laughs, because the nature with them can be such where they can be inclined to cry more so than the average person when they laugh, due to the fact that they're so much connected with the emotional side of things. And really, another thing about guessing Cancer zodiac sign, well, it could also be with Cancer, they just they are the ones often that will reach out and they'll help somebody if they've fallen down. I had a friend of mine that at one time he was getting fallen down, or just helping a person out that might have dropped something or needs help lifting something. I had a friend fall down one time when he was trying to catch a bus, and I tried to help him lift him up, and he said something like, "Well, why do people have to overcompensate?" Meaning that I guess maybe he felt uneasy in a way because he had some kind of disability or something, and he felt that maybe he didn't actually need the help, but I was just trying to help him out, nothing malicious intended. But he just didn't. I guess maybe when people would reach out to help him, it gave him maybe an unkind reminder of his disability or something. But anyway, but that's how Cancer people are, and Cancer often really are the ones to sit down and give you that moral support, and even if they can't do anything to actually, as far as any action to help you, they're often the ones that will sit down and listen to you because they are very sympathetic. And Cancers can be good listeners, especially the Moon in Cancer. The Moon in Cancer can be an exceptional listener. So if you guess, if you're talking to somebody and they're really listening to what you have to say, they're assimilating everything. They're not talking over you like, say, a Gemini would, or and Gemini Sun, Moon, or Ascendant would. I know I've talked over people many times, and my Moon's in Gemini. But Cancer Moon especially can be a very good listener, and if they're listening to what you have to say and they look like they're strongly interested in as well, there's a very good chance that they have a Moon in Cancer, and sometimes it even could be a Ascendant or Sun sign in Cancer. But anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for guessing the zodiac sign Cancer, and stay tuned next time where I'll be talking about guessing the zodiac sign Leo. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel, and secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis of a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone, because astrologically speaking, the person is the sum of all their components in their natal chart, and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.